Hey guys, it's Salted Neos here, and we are back for the end of a challenge that I was not recording, but I'm just about to finish up. Hopefully, yep, there it is. There we go. So yeah, you're probably wondering why I'm even bothering with RNGing a Ho-Oh, because I clearly don't seem that surprised by this, especially after the fact that I just hunted a Ho-Oh. Well, that will make a little more sense by the end of the video, but this is the last Pokemon I need for the Pokedex in this game. With a twist! But we gotta catch it first for that to be revealed. Let's see if I can actually catch it this time. Yeah, I didn't think that would do that much. Is one more too much? No idea. I'll just use cut. Well, I gotta get it a little lower than that, so let's see. Don't want to send me Tyranitar. Why did I take that with me? Well, Chatot a good Death Fodder poke. May have noticed that everything I've sent out is shiny so far. Well, that's also got to do with this save file. This save file has a living Pokedex that only has shiny Pokemon in it. Now, that's not very... I wouldn't say that's incredibly impressive, considering most of them are RNG reviews. There's a few regularly hunted ones, but for most people, it's probably to be seen as giant cheat decks, which, if you want to think that, go ahead. I put a lot of time into this, still. And there's been a few legitimate full odds hunts during this, so figured I'd show the ending. And show my excitement for finally being mostly done, because there's still 5 Pokemon left I need to catch. There's still 5 Pokemon left, and they're probably all going to be full odds hunts, because they're all mythicals. Like, this is just getting the diploma. Well, maybe Jirachi won't be full odds hunted, but I definitely got to do the other 3. I gotta plug this in. But until we catch this thing, we just gotta enjoy the show of this Ho-Oh catch. This thing is RNG'd for good stats, so this might actually be a bit of a challenge. Just say touch it right now. Oh, I don't have the calculator open. Yeah, whatever. I didn't have a good frame at night, so unfortunately I can't dust ball it. But it should still be fine. Already? Oh crap, this thing gets struggled really early, I forgot. It only gets, I think, 35 PP. So I gotta be careful here. Get in the ball, dude. I want to do the rest of the video. Let's get the catcher calculator up. You awake, you're awake. I think it doesn't do that much to me. About 5%, I'd say. Got a 4.3. That's annoying. Should get it relatively soon, though. Oh, I thought I had it for a second there. Come on, Ho-Oh, I want to finish the video. I want to finish this challenge. Doesn't really make sense these guys can break out during their sleep anyways. Yeah, I can't make it better than this. Sunny day. It's kind of bad, actually. And I missed. It's pretty bad. Or it could just spam sunny day, too. Sure. Got a relatively good chance of getting this in the next 5 or so balls. Stop trolling me, dude. It's not like it matters that much if I fail this, because I can just try again, because it is an RNG Ho-Oh, but still, I'd like to move on. Thank you. Okay. So that officially completes the Pokédex in this game now. Legends claim this Pokemon flies the world skies continuously on its magnificent 2-colored wings. Can I nickname you? No, if I want one, I'll think of one later. So, guess it's time to go get the diploma first. Actually, nah. I think the best plan here is to show the living dex first. Let's see if I have a way to record 2 screens, so there's probably going to be a pause here. But first things first, let's just go to Celadon City. Would have liked this Ho-Oh. I probably should have hunted Ho-Oh in Heartgold, but I guess I can't use it as a dramatic finale if I didn't do it this way. So whatever. Can make it work. Flying to Celadon for the diploma, obviously, but first things first. I'm gonna see if I can make the PC look a little... I'm gonna see if I can make this look a bit nicer for this particular purpose. So, alright, so nicer probably wasn't the best term for this, but I feel like I need to show the bottom screen because this is obvious, because without context, some of this might look a bit dumber than it actually is, which, to be fair, this whole situation's dumb. And as I said, my whole living dex is shiny, so let's just have a look on through. Okay, nothing dumb here, it just looks like regular RNG Pokemon. Wait, what? 2 Kanto starters from the same save. That's obviously hacking. No, these aren't from the same save file. Basically, I've used multiple save files for this, mostly to hunt Johto starters, but I figured since a lot of my other Pokemon have the same sort of situation going on since the beginning, where I had another save file with the same ID and trainer ID, I'd just continue doing it. So, yeah, a lot of my Pokemon look like they're caught in the save when they actually aren't. So the other 2 Kanto starters were from my friend Grace's game while I was loaning it from her. She loaned me it to continue hunting Johto starters when I got my 2 that I was able to, because I used my friend's game for one of them as well. None of these look bad. Route 204, that looks suspicious as well. That's my Pearl. My Pearl's the same IDs as well, and even though Route 204 isn't in the game, it still reads as an area. And because it's still an area, it still has the same rules. So Pokemon that look like they're from a Sinnoh area are most likely from my Pearl, unless otherwise stated. Nothing new there. These are from Sam's game. He also did this. And he also has a Cute Charm game set up. I should have mentioned that immediately. This is a Cute Charm save file. Not everything's RNG used. So a lot of it is. These are from Pearl. The Nidorans are RNG'd because I can't actually do those. Like, a lot of the stuff that's either genderless is single gender has been RNG'd. But anything that can be either gender, I caught normally. Well, except this. This was my Cute Charm Pokemon. I decided to RNG breed one of those too, because I figured I wanted to use it on my team. Not much special going on here. I think those were also Sam. I do like all the Pokemon looking like this in the same game, though, because it looks way dumber than it should be. It obviously looks hacked, but I think that makes it look way cooler, the fact you can do this legitimately. These were obviously RNG'd. So anything with June for ID 2002 is going to look like this. That's why I need to show both screens, because I need to make it look... Well, there's no other way the game could display that, but still. Covering my own ass, I guess. The Voltorbs are RNG'd, obviously. Chansey was an absolute pain in the ass, because I had to wait for it to swarm to get two at once. Oh, wait, there was one more. I know not everyone's going to consider this a legitimate full shiny dex, but I did this for myself. I just did it for fun while in quarantine. Well, this is from before quarantine, but this is when I started working on it mostly. It's also been holding up the Metal Rally episodes, but Metal Rally's kind of hard to keep into, constantly to grind. These EVs were a pain in the ass. Did actually game corner for one Porygon. Getting 8 EVs, though. Getting 8 EVs through Poké Radar chaining in Trophy Garden where they're at 5%. Oh my god, it sucks. Also, Q-Charm applies to stationary Pokemon if they can have a gender, so that Snorlax was Q-Charm too. Most Pokemon that were RNG abused and stationary, they have good stats. Here's where some of the full odd shinies come in. This Mew was hunted in Emerald. It's a clone because I wanted to keep the original there. But there it is. My boy Blue Mew. One of each Johto starter was hunted. Like, the Johto starters that say met in New Barktown level 5, those were full odds hunted. In save files, of course, where the IDs match. That was from Grace's game. This is my starter for the save file. This was hunted and this was hunted. I wanted to hunt one more because I needed to do another round because I forgot something. I forget what it was. Oh wait, right. Because my Feraligatr was hunted in Sam's game, so I needed to do another run through to get the other Canter starter and other Hoenn starter. The Ledybun, Ledium, or Sam, obviously. Not everything was met in this game, of course, but I tried to make as much as I could met in the game, or met with the IDs. Sometimes I had to break that rule a little bit because some of it got really tedious. And sometimes the only alternative was like Pokewalker them in and breed them, and I just didn't. Like, for Tropius and Kecleon, that's where it got stupid. I still gotta get the rest of those, because I do plan on getting one of every form in here too, which is part of what Part 2 is going to be about. There will probably be a Part 2 to this eventually when I get the other mythicals. Yeah, I bred the other two Porygon though, because I didn't think it was. Trying to learn Game Corner Manip was gonna be a pain. I originally was trying to minimize breeding, but I realized eventually that was kind of a dumb idea, because some of them were gonna be impossible otherwise, or like required required making new save files in games where I didn't want to. This isn't named after I'm a Blissey, by the way. That guy's awesome with good RNG tutorials. The catching this in a friend ball, however, took for fucking ever. Took several attempts, which is annoying because I had to get both chances at the same time to save an RNG cycle. And by save an RNG cycle, I mean not have to do another RNG after. The other one wasn't so bad though. I did back up my save file and load it in again so I'd have roamers still roaming in case I wanted to RNG later, but those were caught normally. There's the hobo that ends everything. I don't have Celebi yet. I'm hunting that in Fire Red Leaf Green right now as a full odds. And this is one of the ones I transferred in. Its nickname is significant for childhood reasons, because my first torch chick, I accidentally hit the nickname screen, didn't know how to leave, so I'm like, couldn't think of anything. Let's be dumb and name it after myself. So screw it. I sent it up when I didn't think about using Race's game to beat the game fast, because I didn't realize the tweaking. I forgot about the any percent route that could save like most of the game. So I just sort of sent that up when I was sending up Mew and Deoxys. Ah yes, Eterna Forest, my favorite Johto area. Should probably mention this is gonna be the part that I'm not proud of, but I hacked the Safari. I had to use Action Replay to make the Safari Zone not take fucking years. Because with all the RNG manips I was doing, I wouldn't. And the fact that I actually spent like a year and a half break for the Ho-Oh that I didn't have the Safari Zone active for, like, that's the only part I'd say is questionable, though I know people are going to say, you RNG'd a bunch of Pokemon and cute charmed the rest. So yeah, whatever. I'm not doing this for approval. It's like, aside from those Safari Zones having they were hacked not to put the Pokemon, they weren't hacked to encounter the Pokemon, they were hacked to make the areas not take fucking 100 days to max out. Because honestly, I think this game has the dumbest Safari Zone ever, and I was still against breeding at that point, so I couldn't just like send over a Lucario. Skitty is also only available in Pearl, like Diamond and Pearl for some reason, so I had to swarm that. Had to breed these two because I didn't know how to deal with RNG in the bug catching contest. The Gulpins were caught by Sam because they're unavailable in Heartgold. Ah yes, DS is dying. Well, I can't do much about that now. Getting the Charger over here would be hard. $330. Gotta show off the whole thing, though, of course. Very necessarily long animations, like Chansey, Diamond, and Pearl bad. These two sucked, because they were swarmed. Swarms that had to be RNG'd. I hated those. Most of the gift and legendaries were RNG'd for stats too. This is one of the ones Sam had me waiting for until the very end, because Kecleon and Tropius I couldn't catch without like, and because we're in quarantine, I can't just like getting the Pokewalker watch to be really annoying, so I just kind of let him trade them. Those are the other ones I had to get today. Freaking the bag online and the Safari Zone were huge trolls. I think the Beldum line, I ended up getting one in Winter's Path. So I ended up getting all the events through DNS as well. Yeah, that's my hunt. That's my full out Deoxys. I sent up 2 of each through Emerald cloning because I wanted to have all forms, and there's no way in hell I'm hunting 40 Deoxys, obviously. This is also my first legitimate Pokedex completion in Gen 4. This is the only way I've motivated myself to actually finish it, making them all shiny. I think it worked out well. This is one of the last shoutouts. Blake ended up wanting a buddy of mine, Blake from Dark Bribe Gaming, ended up wanting me to help him out with a cute charm game as well. So he wanted males because I think he wanted to use Galliot on his team, and that needs males obviously. So he helped me with getting Burmy and Ralts while I still wasn't RNGing, so I was still in the cute charm phase at that point. So I just let them happen that way. So yeah, shoutouts to him. And Sam deciding to make Lopunny and Gardevoir my waifus. There's your fucking plug. If that becomes a joke on the channel from here on out for some reason, yeah, whatever. It's already a joke in real life, I deal with enough. Those are from my diamond because I didn't want to breed them, so I just figured I'd get them that way. Wait, what? Why is chatter still active? Weird. That usually doesn't stay active in the box. These two are pains to catch as well. We make it to the end. This is my first living dex too, now I think about it. Never convinced myself to finish it without something pushing me. Onto the Sinnoh evolutions. Yes, my very non-offensive nickname for my mammoth one. It's obviously referring to its color and not the, H1N1 virus. Or, it's probably both. Only I know. And I'm gonna claim it's both, even though it's probably just one. I'm not an offensive person at all. Yeah, Palkia was gotten on my game, Dialga was gotten on Grace's. I should have done Giratina on mine and then did the other two on hers. But whenever I hunt Arceus, I'm gonna get Giratina that way. So that bothers me, and the fact that I don't have Graciosaur bothers me. We're on to the forms. The attack form was the other one of the legit one, and then the other two were my Emerald RNG one. And on to the final box. Well, these two don't matter, but the 6 other unknowns I have. Whatever, I'm gonna finish these off soon, I'd say. Plan on getting the rest of these next. So, we're done with the box tour. Now we'll go back to a sensible recording style. Alright, now that we're done with this, it's time to get the one thing we're here for. And the Pokemon following me is the Arceus I had in here from earlier. We can ignore that. He's irrelevant. He shouldn't be on the save file. But whatever, he's here now. That's the Pokemart. It's condominiums. It's time to get my reward before we then go visit Professor... Oh, wait a minute. I didn't take Fly. Good thing Arceus learns it. Pause, you need to get off my lap. You can sit down later. It's fine. Wait, what? You can sit down on my lap in a bit, buddy. is there only 2 options? Okay, this game free. This should be where you get the diploma. Johto decks. Oh, they give you both in one sitting. That's nice. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. The diploma. Why are you back on me? I told you to get off. Yes, you said something deep. That's why everyone hates the fact that you get nothing for doing this. Well, time to go visit the one that matters the most when it comes to the decks. Pause. I told you to get off for now. I'll call you a bit later. There you go. Good boy. I'll cuddle you after this, okay? I have to teach this unimportant Arceus how to fly and drop my Stylus because of course I did. This Arceus is going right off this game when I get the other one anyways. But for now I want to keep it here for Pokeathlon. It's the only non-shiny on the save that isn't one of those 2 other guys. Let's get rid of the only move that makes sense on Arceus. You don't need to use Judgment. Let's keep the 3 moves that prevent you from going through Bank. Which I still can't believe that's an actual thing. They forgot about one of their own events. Technically I have 489 in my decks, and I have 488 shinies, but not a big deal. Have the Johto decks evaluated. I think ending on Professor Oak's praise is fine. Sure, let's take a picture with Oak. Oh, I get to summon Arceus in this lab now. Cool. Not yet. No, wait, not that. Check out my trainer cards. It's now whatever color this is, probably silver. It's cool. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do the battle tower to get the last star, but hey, we're done. And that'll end off this video. Whenever I get the rest of this decks done, I will update this. I will update you all. And, well, this is my change of pace for the day. This is my change of pace video, and hopefully it goes alright. It goes over alright. But, what can I say? Put this much effort into this, I may as well show it off. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.